Remember how easy it was to learn your ABCs? Thank the Mickey Mutineers. They invented them.
There are thousands of Disney podcasts on the internet, and this is one of them. I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jordan.
And you're listening to Mickey Mutineers! Tonight, Jason and Glen from the Smugglers Galaxy Podcast join us for some Star Wars hot takes. And that's into the notes.
That's all the notes, Josh. That's all you get this week.
There's usually more.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a show.
Man, I am ready for those hot takes.
Did you say hot pancakes?
I heard hot cakes.
Yeah, that's
What else would I have said?
Star Wars hotcakes. That's what.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Talking about that cheap Star Wars Death Star toaster.
Hell yes.
Not toaster, but waffle maker.
That never gets to temperature.
Yeah.
Does it really? Oh my god!
Doesn't get to temperature. It's like right there and it's edible, but it doesn't get to temperature.
Do you have it?
No.
Yes.
We had one that was a Mickey Mouse one, but it wasn't so much a waffle maker as it was a pancake maker.
Oh man, do you guys remember my waffle maker?
I do remember your waffle maker.
Wish I could forget.
Yeah. Well, no, hold on. Let me. All right, Glenn, Jason.
Yes.
You're in a situation, and you want waffles, but you don't have a waffle maker, but you have a waffle maker.
Okay.
Right? It's a good idea, right?
Sure.
So that way you can make the waffle maker that's going to make the waffles.
Yes.
See?
Because how many times have you wanted waffles but didn't have the waffle maker?
Exactly. At least twice.
Jesus.
Yes.
So, Glenn, Jason, welcome to the show.
Howdy.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. But this is the first time we've met, and I'm very happy about it.
Me too.
But I need to warn you.
You might take that back later on in the show.
I've listened to enough of your shows. I know what kind of shit you guys spew, so I'm ready.
Glenn did his research. Glenn, every time I hang out with Glenn, he's like, "What the fuck were you guys talking about this episode?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. We just hit record. We go for it."
It's a fever dream.
It is.
But yeah, I do need to warn you guys that this is how, like, Jordan was a guest once. And he's just still here.
Yeah,
He's been absorbed into the show.
No, guys, I actually need rescuing. So, Glenn, if you can swing by my place,
No, Jordan,
the key is under the mat.
Do this every time we have a guest? No, this is all lies.
He is under the mat.
Guys, don't listen
I need
to
to
him.
be freed from this prison
Josh,
that I'm in.
That's
fucking gate.
That's why you've asked us on, so you can just dip out and then we're stuck here.
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about, Jason.
Wait, hold on.
It's like the genie in American Gods. It just passes on to the next one.
Yeah, that's what he's playing here.
This is just the plot to It Follows.
Hey, it's better than Human Centipede, dude. So I'll take that any day, right?
That's the after show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So everyone stay tuned for that.
Ooh, don't know.
Jason said he wants to be the middle.
Ooh, that hurts.
I hope you guys brought chapstick.
Did you say butt chapstick?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Just
All right. No, you can see that we are very classy on this show.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you fit the values of Walt Disney, so congratulations.
Man.
This is exactly what Walt would have wanted.
Uh-huh.
A mutineer on every podcast and a I don't know,
cigarette in every hand.
yeah.
No, we airbrush those
No,
out.
a garbage can every 10 feet.
Garbage can every 10 feet and an IP in every park that he didn't create.
Exactly.
So this is our podcast is almost a garbage can every 10 feet.
Yeah, stay 3 feet, but
Yeah.
step it up,
All right.
Josh. Come on.
So, Guys, I had this idea for a show a couple of months ago, and I texted Jake about it. I can't remember if I texted Jake or if I texted the group chat. I probably texted the group chat, and I don't know. I turned notifications off for that, so I don't know who responded. I had this idea for Star Wars hot takes. So if you peruse, what do they call it now? The internet,
Twitter.
Well done, Jordan.
A lot of people have a lot of hard opinions, i.e., hot takes on Star Wars. And I feel like Star Wars we're living in this golden age of Star Wars where tons of Star Wars. I really don't like to use the word content, but that's really the only word I can use that will encompass everything. Like, we live in a golden era of Star Wars right now. Films are being developed. We've had some fantastic television shows, both live action and animated. There's tons of great Star Wars video game options coming out. And so there's just Star Wars everywhere. And personally, I love it. And however, there are some people out there that don't like everything Star Wars, believe it or not.
What?
So right? That's what I said. So I had texted the group chat and said, you know what? We should do a hot takes episode. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do a top 4 hot takes episode. Jake, should we do a top 4 hot takes episode?
I think we should definitely do a top 4 hot cakes episode.
Josh, hot cakes episode?
Dude, I am fucking pro at hotcakes. I have my own recipe. I can bring it up and share my screen so you guys can see my hotcakes recipe.
I think your cakes are pretty hot right now. So, Jason, you got some Star Wars hot takes on deck?
Yeah, I got one right now, and I'm glad you brought up that you just think this is a golden age of Star Wars, because there is a part of me that feels like there could be too much Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, hold on. Put
And I'll tell you why.
For a second. Hold on 1 second. Glenn, you want some hot takes?
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, give Glenn your hot take.
Glenn, here's my hot take. You know I love Star Wars,
Yes.
but maybe there is too much Star Wars, because growing up, when Yoda said, "When I die, the last of the Jedi you will be," 40 years later, well, we got Ezra Bridger, we got Ahsoka Tano, we've got Cal Kestis, possibly. I don't know. I haven't finished that second game.
You can throw Kanan in that mix.
Kanan's dead.
Whoa, no, don't tell me that.
But it takes the bite out of what they did in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So can I offer pushback on that?
No.
Okay.
I have a question. How many of us are still going to be friends at the end of this show?
Oh, we're all still gonna be.
Yeah, it'll be
the
fine.
3 of us will. I don't know who the fuck the 2 of you are. So
Oh my gosh, Glenn is unleashed from the bottle.
I normally don't curse on. I try not to curse on our podcast because Jason. We
there's
try
no
to keep
filter
it
on
a
this
family, so
No.
I can curse on this podcast. So it is just
this is your jam.
fly.
No, yeah, no. Let them fly. We don't care.
Yeah, what's your counterpoint?
Oh no, well, I think you make a great point where in Return of the Jedi, when Yoda says, "The last of the Jedi will you be?" My counterpoint though is all the Jedi that you listed existed before Luke Skywalker.
Ezra is still around. Ahsoka's still around.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Ahsoka's not a Jedi though.
She's like 99% there.
I mean, she was kicked out of the Jedi Order.
She left.
Yeah, on her.
Yeah, that's
own
right.
accord.
She preemptive strike. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jake would know if he'd watch Clone Wars.
You shut your whore mouth, Josh.
What? You never watched Clone Wars?
Buddy, that is a recurring
He's
topic
too
on this
busy.
show. Yeah, he's
That'll lead to one of my other hot cakes at one point, but we'll get to that later.
All right, Glenn. Wait, does anybody else want to follow up on Jason's hot take?
Wait, was that like your official like number 4 hot take, or is that just a preemptive?
That is actually number 4. Yeah, I still have 1, 2, and 3.
Jordan, should I push the "Let's Talk Some Disney" button on this one or no?
Yeah.
I can push it because I can throw a Disney one out at
You know what? Go for it, Jake. Let's do it. Just
I spent a lot of money on this graphic, so I want to get some use out of it. Here we go. It was
all right. That was
Nice.
we can
nice.
I do want
On
to
this audio cast, look at that visual.
Review it. Rob is here in the comments.
Hey, Robbo number 2. Review it, Robbo.
Let's call him Robbo number 1.
Man.
Robbo number 2 will laugh at that. It's fine.
Glenn, what's your number 4 hot take?
My number 4 hot take is, as much as I love Galaxy's Edge and I'm going there in 2 weeks, Universal with Harry Potter World kicked their ass when it came to designing a theme park around a major sci-fi thing, even though Harry Potter is not sci-fi, immersive fantasy thing. Because I went to Harry Potter World not knowing anything about Harry Potter and was amazed by it. And I love Star Wars and I love Galaxy's Edge, but Harry Potter World kicked their ass.
So do you think that that's because in Harry Potter you actually got what you saw in the films, as opposed to Galaxy's Edge attempting to be an original place for a new story? Like, do you think that made a big difference?
I think it did, because afterwards, after being there, going a couple of different times, I not forced myself, but I was like, I need to watch the movies. And you're able to watch the movies and be like, I've been there. Even though you know damn good and well you're not physically there, but you feel like you've been there, because they've just did such a good job with it.
So when you talk about the Harry Potter World, you talking about the Orlando one?
Yes.
Okay, because I've been to the Hollywood one, only the Hollywood one. It's all right. They did what they could with the space they had, which is almost none.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, it's even down to when the first time I went, we walked by the entrance like 3 or 4 times going, where is it? Because if you go through Diagon Alley, they did such a good job of disguising it that it's like you've got to go around the corner to get in there. And so, I mean, just even that, the immersiveness of that land is insane.
That's a bold move, like hiding the entrance.
Yeah.
Just for the immersiveness. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Should we move on?
Yeah. I don't know how the order is on everyone's screen, but I'd say we just go counterclockwise. So, Jordan, give me your number 4.
Okay. So this is, speaking of number 4, I've backpedaled on this a little bit, but I still kind of mostly believe it. I think May the 4th is dumb.
Wait, that's the entire reason we're doing this episode this week.
No, he's right.
Hold on. Here's the deal. I don't need a day to love Star Wars. I can love Star Wars any day. June the 8th, I can love Star Wars. December the 12th, I can love Star Wars any day. The fact that the 4th of May is close to May the 4th, I think is dumb. However, I've really embraced it the last 2 or 3 years, because I just got to the point where I'm like, if I can't beat them, join them. And I'm like, all right, we're too far gone. May the 4th is now officially a thing, so I might as well just embrace it. So, do I think it's dumb? Yes. Do I enjoy it? Also, yes.
I will agree with that statement, Jordan. A couple of years ago when they first started doing it, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, they had the Millennium Falcon, the fan-made Falcon, sitting at Turner Field. And
for Solo.
Yeah, when Solo was released, that was a great May the 4th, because it was on Friday. They had a bunch of, one of the local tattoo shops was was running an awesome special on tattoos. So I took the day off work, went saw the Falcon, got a tattoo, then, ended up going by Disney store, and, it was great. And now I think it piggybacks off of what Jason said with there being too much Star Wars nowadays. And it is. It as much as I enjoy it, like at work today, they were like, "Isn't something Star Wars coming up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's May the 4th," and I always get an eye roll.
No, I mean, rightfully so, but also, like,
Dude, I will take all the Star Wars merch they give me, man.
Oh yeah, Jason and I are gonna buy 2 sets of those mugs. Well, I'll buy 1 set. Jason's gonna buy 2 sets.
Oh, I am. That's news to me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna buy a set to rock and one
so
to
he can
stock.
use one and put one in his case.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna put a set.
No, I don't use those.
Oh, okay.
I'll buy you one though.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
all right. Who's
my
next?
turn. I was looking around at things. Okay, I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna start small on my number 4, and then just escalate.
That's what she said.
Far too often. Guys, I'm gonna come right out of the gate and say, Jar Jar was a good character.
Oh, that was one of mine.
That was going to be my honorable mention.
This is the
That's
crossover
okay.
we have.
That's okay. That's okay. We can circle back around to everyone. Yeah. It's okay if we have crossover.
Wow, you know what? We'll come back to it. That was. I'll put a pin in that one. Josh, you're number 4. Wait, hold on, Josh. Rob, review what Rob says. They do Revenge of the 5th now too, right?
I thought it was Revenge of the 6th.
I've heard both.
Both days.
Yeah.
3 days of Star Wars days.
A trilogy of Star Wars days, if you will.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Josh, what do you got?
Leia is the only Skywalker that is not a whiny bitch.
Oh.
Well, truthfully, she's was raised not a Skywalker. So.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but she's still a Skywalker, and she doesn't fucking whine and poor me, and the world sucks, and all that shit.
Yeah, she's more like her mom.
Right.
Oh,
That's
a good hot take.
Yeah, that one's good, man.
She's more Amidala than Skywalker.
Yep.
That should probably, it's all downhill from here.
That's
I don't know how much time you want to spend on each one, but when I was watching Kenobi, the little girl playing Leia, I was like, God, she's a real bitch. And then Ewan McGregor, Jason's boyfriend, looks at her and goes, you remind me of someone, and then just freaking tears. I'm like, God damn it. It makes sense now.
And she did so good in that role.
Right.
She was really good.
Just absolutely fantastic.
All right. What's up?
Oh, nothing.
Oh.
I've been podcasting for 10 years and I still can't not say
Yes.
So
embrace the silence.
And just and I used to try to edit all that stuff out, and I'd spend like 5 hours trying to edit out the ums, and I'm just like, I'm done editing totally. I never edit anything now, nothing. So it's great.
When we first started, Jake and I would go through and edit out all the freaking curse words and shit.
We bleeped the bad words.
Yeah, we gave up on that.
It's fucking awful.
During week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna bleep that one. Just that one.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
But
Jason.
we would sit there with the pen
Yes,
and pencil and take notes of when we swore.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. What's your next hot take?
Everyone loves the Clone Wars, but some of it is unbearable.
Right?
Actually, I can't disagree with that.
No.
Some of it, I'm just like, this is a waste of my life.
Yeah,
Right.
There's some story arcs where I'm like, I could have done without that one.
Yeah, like the one where they're endlessly walking in the desert by a frog Jedi.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
The droids are being led in the desert by the frog Jedi. What's the WB frog?
Michigan J. Frog.
Hello,
Michigan
my
J.
baby.
Frog.
Hello, my Barnon.
Hello, my baby. Let's ride to the other Jedi.
Yeah, and he was like boasting himself as like some kind of great commander, but anytime he had to act, he was like, "Oh, why don't you go do it?"
Yeah, not good.
I've never seen that episode.
You
hadn't seen any of the
Yeah,
Clone Wars, from what I hear.
I watched the last season.
Why would you do that, man? You have to suffer through like 6 seasons to enjoy that season, man. Come on.
All the fart jokes and
So this is a perfect time to say this. I found a list on Reddit of all the like essential Clone Wars episodes, and I do plan to make my way through that list.
And he still hasn't watched it.
Still haven't
I found
done
the
it.
list last week, Jordan. I'll send it to you. It's a good list.
There's an essential list on Disney Plus.
Shit, is there?
Yes.
It's probably the same Reddit list.
It probably is. All right, Glenn, what's your next hot take? What you got?
I actually enjoyed the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I feel like that's genuinely agreed upon amongst this group here.
yeah,
Yeah. No, it was
just
really
just
good.
Rise of Skywalker.
Well, I enjoyed them all, but Rise of Skywalker had so many like fan service that we've been missing in the other two that I think it kind of made up for the crappiness of it. But
I mean,
Hey,
Skywalker was bad improv. Because Ryan Johnson set things up that J.J. Abrams said no to.
Right.
No, that's not good improv. But I still enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a fun romp.
I wish that Disney had released it as a trilogy box set because then I would have 2 movies and a coaster.
look at Jason bringing it tonight, man.
Which one's the coaster?
Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
So,
I think if I had any critique on Rise of Skywalker, is that I didn't like how J.J. Abrams retconned all of the stuff that Ryan Johnson set up, but he attempted to do it in a way that wasn't shitty, but he still did it, which made it shitty. I will say, to its credit, though, I also didn't expect to get a mini treasure hunt in a Star Wars film. So I actually did enjoy it for that. But
even that was weak.
it was. I'm not saying it wasn't.
There was some guy out there like, I gotta shape this dagger to look like the Death Star. Hold on, give me 72 more hours. Hold on.
From this one point.
What I like is that, like, how did you know where to stand? He was like, wait, hold on a second. Wait.
Hold on, nope, this is not it. 3 feet over. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay.
So yeah, I'm not saying it's great. I just said I enjoyed it.
I am here to convince you that you didn't enjoy it.
Well, I enjoyed it more now.
No, you didn't. Less.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes. Yes. I can't go any higher.
Look, Jason, I appreciate the effort, though.
Sorry.
Sorry, Jordan. Jason wins. You don't like that movie anymore.
Oh well, fuck.
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh shit. Well, my next hot take is Jason is a great host. No.
My other hot take is I'm only getting 1 set of cups on Thursday.
I'm only getting 1 set. Oh man, I have a deal.
Fuck your field trip, Jordan.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna be buying them while I'm talking about this.
No, I'll get them for you. I'll get them for you.
All right. Am I going next?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay. Man, I have a list. I don't know which one to give because I have a list of more than what I normally have. I feel like, all right, I'm going to toss this one out there. Last Jedi, I think, is way stronger than a lot of people want to give it credit for. I think that it was a bold move in not only the trilogy, but just in Star Wars storytelling. And I think that we could have seen a lot of really cool stuff come out of it if the aforementioned J.J. Abrams and Rise of Skywalker would have followed through. And I also think that a lot of people, and then this is an old argument by now, but I also feel like a lot of people wanted one thing from it and were expecting one thing from it, and they didn't get that, and they immediately hated. They did to that movie what they did to the prequels 20 years prior. Was they expected one thing, they got something else, and then they hated that movie for what it wasn't, as opposed to liking it for what it was.
Okay, hold
Blew
on.
my mind.
Specifically the Canto bite scene. I will defend the Canto bite scene.
I can't follow you down this path, Jordan.
Yeah, I need some paper and a pencil to kind of follow what you just said.
All right, but the gist is that I think Last Jedi is a fantastic film.
I do,
and that I feel like people hate it because they had a perception of what the movie was going to be, and then it wasn't what they were expecting it to be. Because what's his face in the film? Luke Skywalker even says this isn't going. Yeah, the guy from the guy from Star Wars. You know, Forrest Whitaker. No, Luke Skywalker says this isn't going to go how you think it's going to go, which was not only the commentary of the story, but just of the film itself.
Very meta.
Yeah. So I think that that film gets a lot of unnecessary hate, and I
agree with you.
Yeah. No, I mean, you and I have talked about this a couple of times, so you and I are on the same page. I know. I do feel that 20 years from now, people will look back at the film and go, "Why did everybody hate it so much?"
I think it's because Luke Skywalker never gave up, ever. Even when he was facing the Emperor, he never gave up that his father would change over, and then we see him give up and go to an island to die.
But giving up is the Jedi way. They all do it.
Yoda got tired of Luke's shit. That's why he just died.
Yoda literally died from Luke asking him so many questions. He's like, "Oh, just shut up! You're killing me!" Literally.
I'm trying to think of an example.
Jordan, you look deep in thought.
I was gonna say something, but then you quipped in with that Jedi way joke, and I can't remember what I was gonna say now.
I hope it wasn't important.
Nah, probably not.
Hold on. Rob says, "Don't spoil the end of the Rey Skywalker films coming." LOL. Ray's gonna give up and.
Spam bot left a message.
Oh yeah, we got a spam bot. Do we want to read the spam message?
Yeah, let's read it.
Guys, this is something we do on the show. Every now and then we get a spam bot, and for some reason we give them attention.
I want to offer a promotion of your channel, viewers, followers. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed. Best auto on, incredibly flexible, convenient order management panel. Hey, guys, this guy has it all. I think we should do it.
Convenience, I'm in.
All right.
I like the fact that everything is in my hands.
You really have the power.
I mean, power. But how could I not trust Doge hype?
To the moon, baby.
Can we pay in Dogecoin?
It's going to be the biggest podcast ever next week. It's going to be. I'm glad you're all here for it.
Awesome.
We're on the ground floor before we blow up in popularity.
It took 10 years.
All right, Jake, what's your hot take?
My number 3 hot take. Now I'm questioning how agreeable this is going to be, but here we go. I think, first of all, the Star Wars fandom is completely wholesome. Everyone agrees. I can't even finish this sentence. I think that Disney has done far more good to the franchise than bad, regardless of what the internet says. Hear me out.
Come on.
We got the entire Filoni-verse. Fantastic. Allegedly Clone Wars, Rebels, Mandalorian, Ahsoka coming up. And I'm here to say I think Andor was some of the best Star Wars ever. Just straight up ever. And when Disney bought Star Wars, it was pretty dead in the water. Like Lucas had no plans. We had a TV show maybe coming out. So I just think, there's been some questionable decisions, but the good outweighs the bad, and we're loving it.
You are correct, sir.
All right. Woo! It's my hot take. I just see a lot of Disney hate on the boards. On the boards? On the hot sheets.
What is this, 1999? Those fucking message boards?
No, he's talking about college bulletin boards. He goes to the colleges nearby and he says, "What's going on here?"
Logs in the moviepoopshoot.com.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, I go to the local Angel Fire website. Jordan.
Oh, God.
geocities.com/Star Wars.
Star Wars fans.
With the Z.
Actually, I'm going to look that. Is GeoCities still a thing? Here we go. We're going to find out.
All right.
Oh,
While he's
God.
looking that up, Josh, what's your hot cake?
I think the Gungans.
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 There's no Gundams in Star Wars.
I think they got the short end of the stick. I think they should have been along for the ride.
Like more movie appearances?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They were in
Yeah,
the
they-
Return of the Jedi.
Hey, they toned that down. I noticed. You don't hear Jar Jar's loud.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they definitely got the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like-
I thought that whole group of creatures was fun.
Yeah, I mean, the people in Theed were like, "Hey, we're gonna go over there to do a secret mission. All of you Gungans, go out there to the army and fight the battle droids and die while we just go do this little thing over here. We're good."
Well, I mean, every war needs its fodder.
Yeah.
Operation Human Shield. It's going to be all the gunmen. All right. Jason, we're back to you.
Midichlorians don't bother me, and they actually make the prequel trilogy better.
Ooh.
Explain yourself.
So midichlorians, the Jedi were more consumed at that time with the number of midichlorians people have and the potential based on that number, not their how much good they can do to society, how much, goodwill do they have, like the way the Jedi should be. Instead, they were just focused on this number and, oh, this kid's going to be really big, so just give him training without actually testing to see if he's a good soul. And it highlights the fact that the Jedi have kind of veered off into another direction that they're not supposed to be going. They're going down a dark path.
So, I guess.
Instead of being spiritual, they're more scientific.
Oh, interesting.
That's a really good point because now we've seen, like in The Mandalorian, the bad guys are after the midichlorians.
Yeah.
It's very twisty.
I never thought of it that way. You bring up a good point, sir.
Yeah.
Hot takes. Pancakes. In your face.
Yes.
How many have you had?
Just one.
He's like Doc Brown, he just takes one shot and he passes out.
That was his only drink.
How many drinks has he had? None. He's just been holding it all night. All right, Glenn, what's your next hot cake?
All right. So shit, hold on. I typed this out specifically for you
How many
guys.
have you had?
Huh? No, I
How many
haven't
have
had
you
any.
had? Oh.
I haven't had any. Star Wars fans are the ones fucking up Star Wars, from collecting to bitching about the movies. Just remember, this stuff was made for 6-year-olds, man. We're the ones ruining Star Wars. I truthfully think.
It's literally a case of the fans ruining the band.
Yes.
I thought this was supposed to be hot takes, not hot facts.
Well, people don't want to look at it.
It's true.
They don't want to admit that they're part of the problem.
It's true.
Yeah.
All of it.
I looked up hot takes, and it's something to stir up controversy. So you wanted to stir up controversy. So here we go.
Yeah, but you went for the heart of the beast. You
Yeah.
just attacked the very people. They'll never hear this. It's fine.
Hey, man, we may bring in 3 more listeners onto your show, man. You never
This
know.
is a safe space.
Yeah,
No
but
one's
like-
listening.
Yeah, but these people that you're talking
space.
about,
Yeah,
they're going to
space.
turn this on and be like, oh, these guys like Star Wars? No, thank you. That's
Hey.
not.
Get a load of these guys that actually like the thing.
Right.
Look, I'm a fan, but I hate all of it.
That's the
Did a
one thing I
weird
keep
180.
reminding myself is if the Jack Black and the Lizzo episode of Mandalorian, I just got to be like, this is made for 6-year-olds, and I just
I
shut
love
my
that
face, say,
episode.
stop brain and enjoy it.
Mandalorian SVU. That was such a good episode. All right, Jordan.
All right. I don't know if this is on anybody else's list. If it is, then I won't go too into detail, and we can tag team it. But I think the Kathleen Kennedy hate needs to stop. I think all of the Kathleen Kennedy hate needs to go away, Siri. I think everybody always looks for a scapegoat. Whenever somebody loves or is so entrenched in their fandom and they love the thing too much that when something happens that they don't like, i.e. what happened with The Last Jedi, people always look for somebody to blame. And that either goes to the director of the film, a writer of a film, or the producer of the entire, or the head of the company, which is Kathleen Kennedy. So a lot of people will point up to the higher ups going, well, she's the one that greenlit everything. It's going to be her fault. Like, no, she's making great decisions. Didn't Force Awakens make like billions of dollars?
True.
Yeah.
Like she's doing something right. Not only that, not only did we get an entire trilogy, but look at all of the shows we've got. Like, look again, kind of going back to what you were saying earlier with like the Filoni verse. Like, look at all of the Dave Filoni stuff we've got that has been under the management of Kathleen Kennedy. So the fact that somebody didn't like one thing so much and causes like she's ruining the company just simply isn't true. And I think that everybody who's saying that needs to just stop, because at this point saying something like that is incredibly moot at this point. Yeah.
You can't just blame her for the bad things and like the good things that she's done.
Exactly.
Like, she made those decisions too.
We can't have it both ways.
You see out of this.
If I had one critique about Kathleen Kennedy, stop announcing movies until you're ready to film.
That's a fair critique.
That's it.
I think that's a fair critique. Yeah.
Because I really wanted that Rogue Squadron movie, and now here we are, Rogue Squadronless.
Yeah, there was the Game of Thrones guys, Kevin Feige, Taika. There was more, but I mean, they were all announced to be working on a Star Wars project.
I like to imagine that Kevin Feige's office is like 3 doors down from her office.
Yeah.
And when his movie got canceled, he just like walked over and was like, hey, the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's more in line with the Disney making cutbacks.
That's fair.
That's probably that.
Oh, did I just do the exact thing that Jordan told me not to do and blamed her? It was a hypothetical situation, guys.
Yes,
It was for comedy.
Yes.
It's for the funds.
Yes.
All right, my number 2. This is not sure how. I don't even know if this is a hot take, but one thing I've liked that Disney has done is they've taken like some good parts from like the old expanded universe and brought it into the now canon series, like Thrawn and Han and Leia's kid turning to the dark side, although they changed the name. Something that I wish they would have done that could have easily been done was in Solo. They should have made Dryden Voss be Shizor from Shadows of the Empire. It's almost the exact same role. Like, we don't need a Crimson Dawn and a Black Sun. It could have easily been Black Sun. And it still could have been played by Paul Bettany. Like, we didn't have to even change the actor. Just doll him up a little bit. And just a way, guys, I love Shadows of the Empire, hence the name. And that was a way to like squeeze in some elements. And I think they just kind of blew the boat on that one.
Squeeze some elements in the Clone Wars.
Damn it, did they?
Yep.
I wonder how you would know that, Jake.
Wait, is Shizor in the Clone Wars?
No.
Or Black Sun? Or?
No.
No.
Black Sun is.
Yeah, and they have Dash Rendor, or a version of Dash's ship is in Clone Wars. Or no, it's Rebels, I think. Sorry.
It's in Rebels.
It's in
But
Rebels.
Shizor's species is in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
His species was in something else live action too. But I can't remember what. Either Mandalorian or Boba Fett. He was like one of the hologram projectors on a Skype
I think
call.
it might have been Book of Boba Fett, Book of
that
Mandalorian
sounds-
or something. No, yeah, it was in Book of,
And the Outrider, Dash Rendar's ship, was in Rise of Skywalker, along with every other ship ever imagined in the Star Wars universe at the end.
Right.
It was also in the special edition of New Hope.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it comes out of Mos Eisley.
Oh. Wait, I think I knew that and then forgot, and then you reminded me. Does that ever happen to you guys? You know this
All the
one.
time.
All the time.
All right, yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could have been implemented in the Solo. That's my hot take, but more of a strong opinion, which I guess is a hot take. Josh, what's your number 2?
Number 2. The Republic set the stage for the Empire, and it's their own fault that their whole society devolved into fascism.
Wow.
Jeez.
Hold on, did Josh come prepared? Holy shit.
Yeah, I took notes. Instead of forgetting what I was going to say all the time, I fucking wrote it down.
Josh,
I took them while I was at work. So my notes made it from right here to right here.
nothing you said is incorrect.
I know.
Huh.
The Republic has no one to blame but themselves.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Decommissioning all the ships and everything, man. What the fuck?
Like immediately decommissioning them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the dude had a point. I mean, one thing to take away from that episode of Mandalorian that everybody shat on was the fact that, he's like, hey, let's use all this Empire technology. And they're like, fuck the Empire. We don't need them anymore. And shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah. It was like the opposite of Operation Paperclip.
All right. Well, we are in the home stretch, everybody. Jason.
I love how Jordan is the straight one in this. He's like, come on, guys, we've got to go.
No. If I don't, one of these two guys will go off on a tangent and we will get off.
Wait, who are you pointing at?
Jake and Josh.
It doesn't sound.
We're on the other
at all.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to point the other way, man. There you go.
On this side is Glenn and Jason.
Don't
This is like
blame our
British.
guests.
Glenn is right here and Jason's right here. On my
Jordan, you
screen.
need to go to settings and set it to mirror image.
No, don't do that. It freaks you out. Before we get into the home stretch, I did earlier today take to Twitter and say, hey, all of our thousands of Twitter followers, give us some of your hot takes. We got
two.
one.
Oh,
Hey, that's better than we get. So
I was impressed. It's also from friend of the show, Cassie.
Ooh,
Oh, I've heard her name before on the show. So.
Yeah, she's been on the show. She just escaped before Jordan could.
Oh.
She'll be back, whether she likes it or not.
Glenn,
So before
the
we get
key
to
is under the mat. I need you. Just
Josh, swallow the key. I need you to swallow the key.
Tell Mandy you're going out for milk, and I need somebody to come and save me.
It's the wrong key. It's fine.
Okay.
It's like the key to Muppet Vision. It's just we glued it down. You can't actually take it.
Damn it.
All right, so her hot take was Solo was great and deserves its sequel. It only performed bad in the box office because of the timing of the release date, what it was up against, which was Deadpool, Fast and Furious, and Hangover 3, and of course, bad marketing. And she's not wrong. Solo is one of my favorites.
It was also six months after Last Jedi, so I think a lot of people still had that unnecessary hate in their heads, which bled over into Solo.
Yeah. But
All facts.
Mhm.
yeah, Solo was great. I really wish they would make the sequel with Black Sun. So
You just want to watch Prince Zizor screw his robot bodyguard. That's all.
no, maybe. Found out I forgot her name, but I was a fan of in the Nintendo 64 game. She showed up in a few cutscenes, and there was an awakening for a young Jake. Hey, we need to move on. This got too real too fast.
She made me feel kind of funny, like when I used to climb the ropes in gym class.
All right, Jason, what is your honorable mention and your number one hot take?
The number one hot take is that Jar Jar's not a bad character.
Do you and Jake want to tag team on this one?
Sure.
Go
The
for
Eiffel
it.
Tower this topic.
Oh my god!
I'm the pervert, Glenn. No, just kidding.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he's not a bad character. In fact, he's a warning to people to be educated and not make misinformed decisions, because I think that's the whole point of that character. He's supposed to be dumb. He's supposed to make lots of mistakes because he's the one that starts the war with the clone army, starting the clone army and all that stuff. He falls prey because he's uneducated.
Right. And the way that Palpatine just kind of gets him to, suggest that vote for power, whatever that's called.
Supreme Chancellor.
That was a good move.
Yeah.
It was really that was good on Palpatine. Dude knows what he's doing. But
let me ask this question. Do we think that there's any credence to that weird fan theory going around that Jar Jar was supposed to be a Sith?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Oh, I thought you were going down to the one that he saved. He's the one that saved Grogu.
Oh, no.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He was acting senator.
Go ahead.
He was acting senator at the time that the attack on the Jedi Temple started. And when they rush Grogu out to that ship, it's a Naboo starfighter. It's the same silver chrome ship that Padme has. So it's almost like Jar Jar said to someone, go in there and save as many as you can and take my ship.
So there's a chance that Ahmed Best saved Grogu twice?
There's a chance.
We should call him Ahmad Bestest.
You're the bestest.
Because I recognized that was a Naboo starship, but for some reason it didn't click that the acting senator at the time and place.
Yeah, because by then Padme's where? Where's Padme?
She's crying in her apartment.
No, yeah, she's in the apartment watching Order 66.
Yeah, so she didn't send anything.
Right. Whoa. Not only is Jar Jar a good character, if that's true, he might be one of the best characters. We're gonna raise him to hero status. It's amazing. No, that's a fantastic hot take. Did you have a honorable mention?
No, I didn't get that far. Sorry.
That's fine. You mentioned at the top that you didn't have one, so
that's all right.
Maybe
I was thinking, but I couldn't think of anything.
I blame Kathleen Kennedy. Just kidding.
There you go.
All right, Glenn, your honorable mention in number 1.
Sorry, my dog's barking. My honorable mention is Ewan McGregor is a very sexy man.
More facts.
I don't really
The
see
hottest
that. Yeah.
No,
More
that was
facts.
I pulled that out my ass because Jason loves Ewan McGregor.
Jason got to wave at Ewan McGregor at Star Wars Celebration last year.
What? You waved to him?
Yeah, we were like 3 feet away from each other.
Was the energy just palpable?
It was in the air. It was just, you could grab it.
You just made my spine tingle.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I'd go on after that. Like that, I would peak. That's my peak.
My heart was racing.
He really was, man. He was like, I hope I got it on video.
It was better than any Nicholas Sparks book you'll ever read.
Good. I've never read one.
It was steamy. There was a golf cart involved.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of big burly men.
I plan on tackling the Nicholas Sparks universe after Clone Wars. So I assume they're
the NSCU, the Nicholas Sparks Cinematic Universe.
We open on the Notebook.
Man.
You find out in the end, it's all in the Notebook.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Because he's got amnesia.
Just part of the bigger JBCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reviewer Rob says, that's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. We all know that.
That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, I will, but Jason had his moment with Ewan, but I had my moment with Dave. I ran Dave down and yelled at him like, "Thanks, Dave," and he turned around and waved, and you could just see the look on his face, like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
It's weird that he yelled security too. Security.
He was surrounded by security. There was no get to him.
Dude, he was on an escalator, like halfway up, surrounded by security, and I'm just like, "Dave, I love you," and he was like,
No, you said thank you.
I said, "Thank you, Dave," and he goes, "You're welcome," and kept
And
going.
then Glenn got tackled by security.
Worth it. Did
Glenn got his beer.
Did he tip his cowboy hat?
He did.
He did, and he said,
I don't know. What was that, Jason?
He tipped the hat and he said, "Here's your restraining order."
Yeah, worth it. I don't even care. Wait, was that your number one?
No, that wasn't.
That was his honorable mention.
Oh, right.
My I want to make fun of Jason moment.
I thought we were agreeing with him.
I just no, my honorable mention, and Jason's gonna laugh at me for this one. He could probably even tell me what my honorable mention, what my number one is, but Rebels is some of the best Star Wars content out there.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
You might want to watch it because Ahsoka's basically Rebels season 5.
It's got some cheap animation, but it's some good storytelling.
It's got really cheap animation. Okay, real quick. Speaking of the cheap animation, when the Ahsoka trailer came out and those fans that Glenn mentioned earlier were all complaining about Sabine's hair length?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure her hair was short in Rebels to save on animation costs.
Totally.
Absolutely. It's expensive to animate hair.
Yeah.
You know how pissed off the animators were when they looked at when Scully from Monsters Inc. They're like, he's going to be a big blue hairy motherfucker. And they're like, fuck you.
Wait, do the Jedi wear robes in the Clone Wars?
I thought they were all in their armor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all wearing armor.
For the most part, they're in their armor, but there were a couple that had like Barriss Offee and
yeah, there was some. I guess
and Dooley.
It's just as expensive to animate like the robes and stuff as it is hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, dude, that would make sense.
Yeah. I have watched most of Rebels. I have one episode left, guys. I just want to point that out. I'm on the home stretch. No, this is exciting. Why is there?
No, it's awesome. No, the epilogue in Rebels gets me every time, dude. The epilogue.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything.
Huh?
I want him to go in blind, experience it.
He's already spoiled himself. Don't worry about it.
Ew, on the show, man, that's gross.
Spoiled or sold?
We are our explicit rating.
Okay.
That and Jedi Knight, man, both of those just damn it.
So, but yeah, no, I fully agree. Rebels has been some of the it's fantastic.
Yep.
And the lore that it dives into. And I really like how a lot of the stuff in Rebels takes from Ralph McQuarrie's old concept art.
Yep.
Like Zeb.
Yeah, Zeb's total ripoff of Chewbacca's Chopper.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Zeb you just said that, right?
Yep.
McQuarrie art was okay.
Yeah, he's the art for Chewie. And then there was like those assassin droids that was the concept art for C-3PO. Just that weird vacant face.
And guess what? If you ever get around the Clone Wars, it makes Rebels that much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently found out that Hera's dad is in Clone Wars. So I was like, damn it. Yeah, I have to watch it.
He's also in Bad Batch.
In this door.
I haven't watched Bad Batch either.
Was that your wife? Jordan, was that your wife?
No, it was literally two of my cats fighting each other.
Wow. Chelsea was insulted.
It was a literal cat fight.
No, I didn't. All I know, I just heard you talking to somebody. I didn't know you were yelling at cats, but I've known Jordan. Huh?
No, I just turned around and I was like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. But...
Well,
I've known Jordan for 3 years and still haven't met your wife.
That's all right.
Nobody's met his wife. It's weird.
Yeah.
Wait, have you met his wife?
Nope.
No, that's not true. Whenever you came over, that's not true. Josh has seen her.
I've seen her like 2 or 3 times.
I'm beginning to think her name's Richard.
No, that's actually pretty good. I'm not even mad at that one.
All right, Jordan, your honorable mention to number 1.
All right, honorable mention. Man, I just do not care for Rogue One.
Shut your
You get the hell out!
cake hole.
Man, let's do starting fights in here.
No,
Damn it,
I
Jordan.
don't. No, because here's the deal. I don't fucking need that movie because I know what happens in A New Hope. Like that movie, like I didn't need that movie.
This is the same argument as May 4th.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
No. Listen, again, I like all Star Wars. I like some Star Wars more than other Star Wars. If Rogue One didn't exist, I would feel the same way about Star Wars as I like. Rogue One did nothing to enhance my love of Star Wars. However,
All
we
right.
did get Andor out of it, so I can't.
You didn't
be
get
mad.
the subtle hint. When Glenn said he doesn't like Star Wars fans, he was talking to you, sir.
Yeah, I can kind of care less.
That was your
I don't
honorable mention?
Yeah.
That was your hottest take so far. I'm scared of your number one.
I think the concept of a gray Jedi is stupid, and everyone should just drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
you know, the gray Jedi, which is a Jedi who uses both sides of the Force. It's a dark side and a light side guy. Like people say that. I don't know why I did that weird voice for whatever reason. Just
Because you're talking about comic book men and the gray sweatpants and
It kind
Right,
of sounded
yeah.
like Robot Chicken Palpatine.
Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper. So people say that Mace Windu is a gray Jedi, and it's like, well, he's a light side Jedi, but he uses aspects of the dark side. I'm like, no, shut up. You just want a Jedi to be Batman for some reason. Shut the fuck up. Stop doing that. The Jedi are the Jedi, and they're on the light side, and the Sith are on the dark side. Like, there's no gray Jedi. Stop trying to make gray Jedi a thing. That's not a real thing. You just want your Jedi to be a Byronic hero. Stop it.
They did that to Rey. And I think that's why a lot of Rey hate comes from, is because she didn't. I love Rey.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything past Rogue One is a bad movie.
Jordan actually made some valid points after that.
No. I didn't say it was a bad movie. I said I could have done without it.
I heard it's a bad movie.
Listen, what you know
You're
what,
wrong.
Jason? That's what I said. But specifically to you, that's what I said.
You're wrong.
No.
You're so wrong. And you're a duty head.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch Rogue One right now.
I'm going to watch it right now. What?
I'm going to watch it in 3D.
I'm
Good.
going to watch it twice.
Good. You can see it suck in all three dimensions.
It doesn't suck.
I know it doesn't. I just said that to make you mad. Enjoy it in three dimensions. I don't care.
Jason's gonna break it out and play with his sand troopers and your short.
I have
Mine is Sand Trooper 2. What?
I have a Ewing hanging right there. And it's going to crash in your house. And it's going to deliver a message.
I feel like this escalated really quickly.
Rogue One doesn't suck.
Hold on. Let's back up to his number one for a second. Because, Jordan, it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. Not you, me. I was always fine with the idea of a gray Jedi. I didn't long for it, but it was an interesting take. But when you just compared it to Batman and we don't need Jedi being Batman, you're right. That just changed my whole outlook on the gray Jedi. I don't want a Batman Jedi.
I feel, listen, Jedi can be
that just
badass and not have to have aspects of the dark side or use aspects of the dark side. You can just have a badass light side Jedi. Like, I don't understand why everybody wants their good guys to be a little bit bad, but I also feel like this is also coming from a generation that was brought up on like 80s Batman or like the classic era of brooding superheroes. Right? A good guy can just be a good guy. They don't have to be a little bit bad too. Like Han Solo isn't a Jedi. Han Solo is a smuggler because he has that streak to him, right? And that's what makes him cool. But he's also not a Jedi. So that I guess archetype shouldn't apply to the Jedi.
And I don't think it exists in Star Wars.
Yeah,
because once you start to slide to the dark side, you slide to the dark side.
Right.
You don't come back.
And so, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like you're a little bit more well-versed in some of like the books than I am.
Yes, you're wrong. Rogue One is a good movie. I'm correcting you.
That's not what I said.
Sorry. You said correct you if you're wrong, and I'm correcting you.
Well, man, it was great. It was great to have Glenn on the podcast tonight.
Sorry, continue.
No, but like that was never an official thing, right? That was all something that was fabricated in like fan made and fan minds, correct?
Yeah, for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Wait, for Ahsoka or like I'm talking pre-expanded universe getting the axe.
I heard about it first when Ahsoka left the Jedi Order.
Interesting.
Hold on, guys. I'm on Wikipedia right now.
Okay. There's
a whole article on Grey Jedi. It's really long.
Is it just a blank page because they don't exist?
No, there's quite a few things in here, and it's too long for me to gather any information for on the fly.
Wasn't like Quinlan Voss supposed to be a Grey Jedi? To some extent, Qui-Gon is.
Did you read the book with Quinlan Voss?
No.
The Asajj Ventress book? I have it. I'll let you borrow it. It's actually really good. I don't read a lot of Star Wars novels. That's when I read, and I really liked it. Jake, what were you about to say?
I was going to say that on this article, there's a picture of Qui-Gon, and the subtext under it says, some members of the Jedi Order considered Qui-Gon Jinn to be a Grey Jedi. Now, remember, this is from Wikipedia. This is all fan edited.
Yeah, this is the highest researched Star Wars database that people can change.
Yeah. It has a list of appearances, and none of them are like mainstream appearances. So yeah, there you go.
All right, Jake, you're next, man.
All right, my honorable mention. Going low key on this one. Greedo is a really bad bounty hunter, arguably, possibly the worst.
No, that's why he's dead.
McClunky.
Right. Dude missed a point blank shot from across the table.
So you want to know something funny? Back when the Power of the Force figures were coming out in the 90s, the Power of the Force 2 figures, Greedo, for some reason I had this weird obsession with Greedo, and at one point in time he was actually my favorite Star Wars character. I was like, I just really like him for some reason. I'm like, I want to know more about him. And Greedo is the reason I started to delve into the expanded universe in the books in the 90s, because his story was in the Jabba's Palace book.
Oh, Tales from Jabba's Palace?
It was either the Jabba's Palace book or the Mos Eisley Cantina book. I think it was the Jabba's Palace book.
I'll tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't the Tales of the Bounty Hunters book, because he's a shit bounty hunter.
Anyway, continue.
All right, so that was my honorable mention. I just had to get that off my chest. My number one, guys, Star Wars fucking sucks. And I hate it. No. Wouldn't that be a complete just, woo? No. This is a big one. I think the worst Star Wars film director is George Lucas. Now, specifically director. Dude is a visionary and a fantastic storyteller. But when it comes to the movies he directed, he's at the bottom of the list. Like, think of all the other directors.
I don't know. I think JJ's a solid B movie maker. Like, if you're going to give him an A through F, I'd give him a B or a C.
What would you give George?
George, I'd give a B or an A. Irvin Kershner's the best.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Here's a fun question. Does anyone know the name of the guy that directed Jedi?
Richard Marquand.
Damn it.
We just saw it yesterday, so that's why he knows.
No, I would have known had I not seen it yesterday.
I feel like that guy gets kind of left out.
Yeah.
Like, we can name all the other ones.
He was He was the voice of the droid in Jabba's palace. You are a protocol droid, are you not?
Was
he really?
EV99?
Yes, EV99. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But like, even Ron Howard. I mean,
You mean Opie Cunningham?
What? Yeah, that
Opie
guy.
Cunningham. Imagine little Opie Cunningham doing it.
But yeah, that was my hottest.
No,
take.
I kind of agree with you because that's what happened. I mean, why do you think the acting was so stiff in the prequels?
Right,
'Cause he
like
didn't know how
I
to
believe
direct.
it's the director's job to like get the best performances out of his actors. And even Natalie Portman was stiff, and she's a great actress.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame her. I'm going to blame Kathleen Kennedy.
She wasn't even.
She wasn't even involved, and she's at fault.
Hey, she's the main reason why we have like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. So just remember
That's
that.
my all-time favorite movie.
You're right.
George Lucas co-directed that.
Huh.
Wait, what do you mean he co-directed that?
After Spielberg finished filming Jurassic Park, he went off and did Schindler's List. George Lucas picked up everything from there, and he started doing all the visual effects, started the editing. Obviously, Steven Spielberg was like watching dailies and saying, yeah, I like this cut, I like that. But George was kind of product managing, shepherding it, and kind of directing it.
Okay, I thought you were going to say like George showed up one day and like
He was like,
walked
it's
around.
taking over. As George does in his flannel.
All right, well, I'm going to pretend you never said that. And that gives me a lot of things to go home and think about. Josh, Josh, take us home. Honorable mention.
I think the battle droids are really fucking great.
How so? Design, efficiency.
They're just great. I like the characters.
I like the witty banter.
Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shine in the Clone Wars
Yeah.
more so than the movies.
Yeah. The movies are just kind of there, but yeah, Clone Wars they're fucking great.
I was just promoted.
I bet you were really happy when that one showed up on Mandalorian SVU.
So, all right. So my number one,
Yeah. And you
they're called AT-ATs.
There you go. That's
Walkers.
No, it's fucking AT-AT. There's nothing else.
I'm sorry, Josh cut out. What did you
No.
say? I didn't.
No.
What?
Listen, a fucking FA-18 fighter jet is not
Josh,
called
I can't hear you.
18. That's
I can't
just
hear you.
stupid.
Because it's not an AT or an AT-ACT.
I can't.
Or an
AT-AT.
Yeah, I don't think the
That's
other ship
what
is
it
called a
It's
lat either.
AT-AT.
Yeah, I get lazy.
Oh, now it's okay.
Jordan, this is how we felt 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Mr. Rogue Nun.
Yeah. Rogue One can suck it. I'm gonna go ride in my AT-AT and watch a good movie.
Hold on. Rogue Nun sounds like some like Catholic renegade movie.
It's an adult film.
It's a fucking it's a
Rogue
it's
Nun.
a fucking heist movie.
Is that the sequel to Sister Act? Rogue Nun.
Sister Act 4, Rogue Nun.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, Glenn and Jason, thanks for joining us tonight. This is fun.
Thanks
was
for having
fun.
us.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
plug your podcast real quick.
just gonna ask him to do that.
Got to it before you did.
We are the Smugglers Galaxy Podcast, your favorite Star Wars podcast for smugglers in the galaxy. You can find us on all your platforms. Twitter. No, well, I don't have a Twitter yet. I need to redo that. But we're YouTube's and Spotify and
Facebook,
Apple, Facebook,
Instagram. Drop every Tuesday.
Yep. So Tuesday morning we have a fresh episode. Jordan comes on every now and again. So if you like his witty banner, you can come listen to him.
And I really don't care if you like Rogue One or not.
I don't. I know you don't.
We're gonna hear that crap the next
Just
fire.
playing it for the radio.
Oh no, it's fine.
For the interwebs.
Next time he sees you, it's gonna be like 2 months. He'd be like, "So you really don't fucking like Rogue One, huh?"
No, again, no one's gonna hear this. It's fine.
No, the next Smugglers Galaxy podcast episode, they're gonna be like, Jordan's not allowed on here anymore.
We just had our first banishment of guests on our podcast.
You need to stay within 50 feet away from the Smugglers Galaxy podcast.
Hey, Rob says he's not going to tell anyone, so our secret's safe with our viewer. Thanks, Rob. Anyway, yeah, go check out their podcast, guys. Once again, thanks for being here, listener and or watcher. Thanks for tuning into this. You can find links to all of our stuff. Jordan's channel, more of our episodes down there in the comments. We got some ridiculous merchandise, and believe me when I say ridiculous, like people buy it. I'm like, really? But I do appreciate it. And if you've enjoyed us, we are the Mickey Mutineers. And if you haven't, we are Kathleen Kennedy. That's a joke.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes. Yes. I can't go any higher.